With the Canadian card collector here, and welcome back to day 248 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the original Rouge or Red Smoke and Mirrors playing cards from Dan and Dave. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. We have the Rouge or Red Smoke and Mirrors playing cards from Dan and Dave here in a glossy finish tuck box. As you can see, it's a dark red colored tuck box with some white accents. It says playing cards here in that crazy font. And you kind of got a little curly like design there. And the letters are embossed. On the side, it says Dan and Dave and illustrated by Cy Scott. The other side says the D&D Playing Card Co., Hollywood, California. And that pattern also is slightly embossed. On the bottom, it says distributed by Dan and Dave, and their website, dananddave.com, Hollywood, California, and their logo there, which is also embossed. And on the back, a sneak peek of that back design. On the top, it says Smoke and Mirrors, and it says V6. So these are the original V6. Recently, they released like some newer Smoke and Mirrors. And there was a newer red color, but these are the original. There's like a darker red colorway. So the newer ones are a brighter red, but these are the original ones from back in like 2011, 2012, so over 10 years ago. And on the inner tuck flap, you just got more of that little smoke and mirror design and the Dan and Dave logo. Inner tuck flaps, you just got two little circles there. Now if we take the cards out of the box, on the inside of the tuck box here, it is just plain white. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. First, we'll start with the back design. Here we have that nice dark red back design. It is a mirrored back design with the standard white border going around. It is a slightly like, not like a thick border, but it's like kind of thicker border, but still standard white border. Then you got the Dan and Dave logo there with the two little circles on that side, and then the dots on the bigger dots on the top and bottom. Then you kind of got that kind of red dotted back design there. So you got like the dark red back with the lighter red dots on top, and you kind of got a little white border, and then not a white border, but then the little red pinstripe border around, and the mirrored back design. So if you flip the card over, it's the same design in both directions. Now for the cards you get with the deck. So for the two jokers here, you got two identical designed jokers. The design is the same. You just got one dark with a darker red joker, and then the lighter red joker. And they both have the D and D symbols in each corner. They have the same design there, so it's a little magician kind of character there with the top hat and the cane. They're in the red, with the dark red, and then it kind of like gradients into a lighter red there in the middle. And then you got a Dan and Dave ad card there with their website at the bottom and their logo right in the middle. Then you kind of got a little extra card there showing a different color of our smoke and mirrors. So we got the back design here, which is the red, is what we're looking at now. This is more like a black or like a carbon or something, kind of like a grayish black design. And then on the other side, just blank face, a little gap kind of card there. Then you get to the custom Ace of Spades, and you got that spade shape there in the red colorway. It's kind of like a smoky kind of design there. And it says the D&D Playing Card Co. And then the rest of the cards in the deck are pretty just standard. Pretty much just a standard deck. And then you get to the court cards, and they're like the still standard like shape and design of the court cards. There's like less detail to it, so there's more like solid colors inside of the detail. So the colors are like a black, white, gray, and you got the dark red colorway. Pretty much like more minimalistic kind of quick cards, just less detail. And for the diamonds, they're pretty standard, just in that red colorway, the darker red colorway to match the back. The same thing, the core card is more minimalistic, but still standard like faces. And then the clubs here, you got the standard clubs. It's more minimalistic quick cards once again. The clubs are just standard clubs. And then for the hearts, you got the pretty standard quick cards once again. And then for the hearts, you got that dark red colorway and the standard heart design. Well, now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And first, as always, we'll start with the springs. You got a nice spring to it, nice and springy. A nice like soft feeling. The cards feel nice and soft, and the handle fantastic for being 10 years old. Well, the handle's fantastic so far. They spring pretty smoothly, so no issues with the springs. And a nice flex to it. Like they're more on the thinner side compared to it being more stiff. They're pretty easy to bend and flex. Now onto the fans. Well, as you can see, they spread pretty evenly. Not like super perfect. There's a little bit of imperfections, but they're like 10 years or 10-year-old deck. Or 10-year plus, I guess. But they still like spread pretty evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers. There might be slight stickiness to them, because I definitely had I did slightly handle these before, because they were already previously opened. So I did slightly break them in, but like they still handle fairly decent. They do definitely have a different like probably a slightly different kind of like finish to them, just because they were made so long ago. They still handle. They still do decent fans. Not like overly perfect fans. They're slightly clumping for some reason. But now on to the Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh super smoothly there. And interlock the waves pretty nicely there. One little card's out misaligned. Now time for a giant fan of that back design. Now for the reverse Pharaoh. They reverse Pharaoh pretty nicely there. They did catch slightly. But still in pretty nice Pharaoh there. Now for a giant fan of the faces. Now time for the Riffle Shuffle or Bridge Shuffle. Well, three perfect riffles in a row. So they're pretty smooth there. No issues there that I found so far. Seem to be pretty smooth, so we'll move straight on to the packet cuts. The cuts definitely feel slightly like slippery when packet cutting, but not like overly slippery to where they're gonna constantly fall in your hands. But they definitely feel slippery from time to time. Now time for the one-handed cut or Chevalier cut. Now time for the dribble. Well, the dribbles were going pretty good, but they feel pretty smooth and they're pretty nice to dribble. So no real issues with the dribbles. They're nice and smooth. And now onto the spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta mention one thing. This is definitely a red heavy deck review because the cards are red. The card match red. The tuck box obviously is red. And my sweater here is also in red. So red heavy. But for the cards here, you got that classic and super well known and nostalgic kind of like back design there, which is a fantastic back design there. Classic. In the red colorway. Pretty nice. And then the faces are pretty standard there, so nothing too crazy. Got those nice the jokers there. And then the nice ace of spades there, the custom ace of spades. And then the court cards there are pretty minimalistic, so you got slightly custom court cards there. And then for the handling, these cards are over 10 years old. Obviously, they're not like been open for 10 years. But I just recently opened them within the last year or two. So they're still pretty new, like for being open, but they are over 10 years old, made 10 plus years ago. So they still handle and hold up pretty fantastic. They might be slightly, you can definitely tell a little bit that they're an older made deck, but not too bad. They still handle almost like a brand new deck that would come out today. So overall, pretty decent and almost fantastic handling. You can definitely off a little bit, but they still handle fantastic. Other than that, then you got that nice classic design there. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 248 of Daily Deck Review. This has been the Rouge or Red Smoke and Mirrors, the V6s from Dan and Dave, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.